All right, cool. All right, good morning. Good morning. I'm late on the charts. I'm late on the charts, but looking at this 30-second chart right here, we just swept this low. I was looking for bullish tendencies, but I saw a big displacement candle, and hopefully we can get out somewhere with like 100 points. That'd be really nice. Um, After we sweep these lows, I don't know, bro. After we sweep that low, I might go break even. Mm. I feel all over the place right now, dude. Cause my computer was messed up. Um. All right. I'm gonna see how we react off of this order block, and it's for value gap. Because we could purge through. Really, I don't want to. I'm looking at something like that. All right, we're looking at. It's looking like a little bullish price action right now. Um. All right, so my whole trade was based off of this. So we swept this previous high right here. As soon as we sweep, looking for a displacement, and then we see this displacement candle right here. This is a 30-second chart, and as soon as we get that, we get like a 40-point move. And usually in my trades, I'm starting to realize we get like a good move, and we suddenly get like this good solid pullback. Um, it's like that's really what I'm trying to focus on. Is like what kind of strength can I find to keep my conviction during that pullback. And it's almost every time, man, we have an order block or we have some kind of gap or something. Um, and that's why I like to use is like defense. So defensively, we have a strong move again from 32 to 73. We have a 40-point pullback. And then we hit this order block perfectly. And so let's just see what we do from there. It's just freezing cold in my house. I think we can.
Order filled.
All right. There's one loss on the day. Damn, dude. That was a good trade. Should my stop have been up there? No, because I was risking too much. Alright, so I don't like basing a whole lot off of inverse, but if we snap hard and displace, I still don't know if I'll even take that trade. I might just take one loss. Sheesh. Nah. Alright, so alright. I'm thinking this is just manipulation, dude. $52-point rebalance candle. That is fudge. Dude, even if we inverse, I feel like that's not something doesn't look right. I'm telling you, the best indicator is your eyes. The best indicator is your eyes. If your eyes will tell you after you have years on the charts and just back testing and looking at charts. I probably spend, golly, man, I spend at least a couple hours a day just even on my free time, man. I don't have social media, or if I do, I really don't like to get on it a whole lot, just to where I'll have a lot more clarity. So, like, even up at work, dude, if I just have free time, I swear I would just get on TradingView and just get on a replay, on market replay, and just watch price action sometimes. All right, so we came down and hit this fair value gap, and we stayed on the 50% or above. So it's looking like bullish. Plus, has that right there is strong liquidity, strong price act, or strong momentum candle. So really, anything right here, I'm not looking to place a trade. I'm only looking to place a trade. Shoot. So I'm still looking to see if we stay 50% or above on this gap. I'm really wanting to place a trade if we go up another 30 points, we could either displace and then run up to this range. That's really the only other entry that I'm looking at for today. And bro, now looking at it, now looking at this trade that I took, I could have went break even right there, but still, if we would have came down here, that would have been 100% break even. Because if you fib this up, we still stayed on top of 50%. If we would have went lower than 50%, I would have went break even. We could have had a pullback somewhere right here and then go lower. So I feel like I managed my trade very well. I just hate that I didn't put my stop loss above to where we could still be in the trade. But nice. I feel like I managed that well. That was a good solid trade. I'm not beating myself up about that. Alright, since we're not really doing a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I think right here we're going to get some speed. Speed either one way to the upside or to the downside. If we crash lower, I don't know if I want to take a trade off of this fair value gap. It's just going to depend on what price action is available. I think we're going up because the whole narrative of this was to sweep out this low, sweep out all these stop losses right here, and then to keep that liquidity to come back and get it later. So I think the whole goal is just to slip right here, slip under this. And you see, it's like, okay, so the whole premise of this move right here, this price leg, was to come down and sweep out these lows, and that's what we did. So we went up, and then we took out these right here, all of these stop losses for sellers. So we come down, take down stop losses, we go up, take up stop losses up here, and then 9:30, we start moving hectically, move up, come down, take out these stop losses, all the people who sold right here or right here. That's what we did. And then that's why I went ahead and sold, because we swept this high right here. But notice how we stayed under this high. It's all just a lot. It is all based off of your draw on liquidity and your ranges. I think it would have been more highly probable if we swept and then displaced. But still, I like this trade, dude. I mean, that's just a losing trade. It's just kind of chop right now. It's a choppy day. All right, really quick, and I want to show my daily bias. So, note how yesterday we had a 361 point candle to the upside, and we swept the low of yesterday's. We swept yesterday's daily low. So we swept, and then we closed above the range. My range would be yesterday's high and low, and we swept, and then we came up. So now I'm thinking, okay, either we're going to be an inside day. So this is this candle for today the 25th. No, today's the 26th. So that's why yesterday was slow, because we stayed inside yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So that is daily bias. We stayed inside. So today, what did we just do? We swept yesterday's daily low, but we still are determining where the close is going to be, because if we already had a body going up here, that would be more bullish pressure for me to take more of a bullish bias. But we're staying inside of yesterday. So now I'm waiting for a candle closure above here and some kind of signature. Because if we go up and we sweep and then we displace, I feel like that also could be a trade. So for all the visual learners like myself, what I'm waiting for, if we go lower and crash, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take a trade, because we could either do this or we can do this. That's what I'm waiting for. Something like that, based off of this previous time frame high. Damn, dude, that was a good solid trade. But hey, you win some and you lose some. So right now we're down $500 on the day. Shoot. I feel like that was the whole move for the day, was just 85, 89 point move, 90 point move, just to take out this low and then to further proceed up. We might just be slow rolling from here, but I don't think I'm seeing us go any lower from here. Still watching to see if we just hold 50% or above on this fair value gap, because then that's going to be like bullish. That's a strong bullish price action signature. If we don't go up, or if we don't go down from here, I'm expecting us to go up. Duh, but like, if we don't purge through this gap, I feel like we're going to bust through this range and end up somewhere 23,570. either we're fixing to crash like 30 something points or we're fixing to expand about 70. So yeah, that's just like a big that's how I base my trade off of is based off of if we go above this high and retrace and rebalance, or if we just get clean price action to just go straight up. That's how I base my trades because you can only do one or two things right here. That's one thing that I'm trying to get through my thick skull, and it has to be clean. It can't just be like if we were to go up and close right here. I don't think that's enough for me for a trade because, well, because then my stop loss would have to be something like this, just be a 1-to-1 because we're not closing above or below there because we've stayed solid that whole time. So now price is going to act weird because we just swept both of these highs and now we're going above the range. This could be displacement. That right there, even that weird looking candle could be displacement. $574. What is this? Yeah. So now we've swept this high and we're coming back lower. I still think this. So if it is, I would. I don't know if I could even. Price action is slipping, boy. And for some people, this could be a trade right here. A bunch of people are going to take sells right here. And why am I not? Because we still have not purged through this gap. That is still holding strong. So watch. If price goes up right here, it's going to take out all of the traders who did this right here. That's it. A bunch of traders are going to do that right there. Looking on the 1 minute. So if we candle closes somewhere up here and then we close below, that would be valid. That would be a valid trade because we've now taken out all of our bullish support, and we have now swept both of these internal highs. And see how strong this gap is, dude. See how strong this gap is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've now got 8 touches on this fair value gap. Strong bullish, and they've almost all of them have stayed above the 50%. And I'm not dragging it down here because on the 15-second, I'm going off of a 15-second fair value gap. So if price now goes up and closes, I think that's going to be a valid trade. And the stop loss could be right here. Maybe a 1-to-3, 1-to-5 if we can manage risk well. But no matter what, after the second trade, hopping off the charts. See, and even if I would have put my stop loss right there on the first initial trade, we still got swept. So I'm not getting my feelings about that shit. We could easily just pop up 15 points and stay there. Golly, though, man. If this trade would have ended up panning out, I was up like $870 right here. I'm not really stressing about it. I'm just saying that it's like if we would have hit, or even if we would have closed right here and just kept messing around, not even taking that out, bro, we would have cleared the phase one of the 50K combine. We're still getting there though. This shit's gonna happen soon. And so now this is like a last resort because I feel like this is like last resort because we took those out. It's not like we're gonna sweep this and then go down again. I feel like we've already taken out all of the buy side. And very rarely will you see me take a trade like if we have not closed above. If we like did something right here, the momentum candle, I still would not. That's still not enough. So like very rare would you see me take a trade like that. But for right here, if we were to just close up, I don't know if that's enough confirmation as well. I would really love if we could go up a little bit and then rebalance something to then expand further. But it looks like we're not going to get that. So all this conviction is coming from us staying 50% or above of this gap. That is strong, strong, strong. So I'm just looking for buys right now. Really, I would love for us to expand past this wick. And now we're outside of the macro, so I have to take safety precautions. Wick up. If we wick up right here, I think I'm going to enter a trade. Honestly, it makes sense right now to take a trade because as soon as we close above,
order filled.
come on, speed, bro. Speed. So now we have taken out that high, which is going to make price kind of choppy. Would it be stupid to put stop loss below? And see, almost after every entry, it's like we have a pullback. I'm going to have to dive further into that during back testing. So we always have a strong pullback, and then as soon as we breach, that's where we get the momentum. As soon as we take this out, as soon as we break above here, bro, gotta have speed. If it's not there, you might just get out of like a really, really low RR trade. So if I did put my stop loss right there, so 127 still. Dude, we're not going down. We're not going down. No way we go down. We've got too much bullish pressure. All this right here is just to scare traders of not buying. And to also get all the sellers in as well. And we're still respecting the body of this bullish order block. And there's a price at fair value gap below that, which is still showing bullish support as well. That's why it makes so much sense to take this freaking trade. Now fly. We've got to fly right here. Now that's comfortable for me to to move my stop loss a little bit. And now since I was outside the macro, I'm not looking to lose any more for the day. So this specific high is this specific high right here. I'll probably go break even because we're already down one loss for the day, and my entry was outside of the macro, outside of the 10:15, the 9:45 to 10:15 macro. Go, fly, fly, fly. This thing's got to go. We'll be up like 100, maybe $100 on the day if we can get to that level. The probability of this going up, like it dang near has to. It almost has to hit this range. Filling in 50% above of this fair value gap. More bullish support. That's just to scare traders as well. Because we have like stacked highs right here. All we gotta do is get right here and just break even. Wants to. So this right here is what I was talking about, safety precaution. Because my entry was right when we closed above the range. And bro, I'm not one of these guys to claim, oh, that was a 2.78 risk to reward. No, my initial stop was down here. The whole thing was a 1-to-1 trade. Then whenever I saw that we were expanding, that's whenever I trailed my stop to right there, then to right there. So you're not going to see me on this channel say, oh, that was a 2 to 7 8 trade. No, that's not how it works. That's not real. Mm-mm. And another thing too is like you might see some of these things play out, but like, dude, it's taken me 3.5 years to be able to trade like this. People think that it's something that it's not. Like, dude, I invest so much time. I invested so much of my time to make this happen to where I could be my own boss. It's just like going to school or it's just like going to school to be a doctor or whatever business major. Now I've got my 5 minute pulled up on my other chart to really specify on these take profit levels right here. And a bunch of people see like, oh, pullback, that's momentum for bearishness. But no, all that is traders is people getting in at a discount price. So like if you're only looking at this price leg right here, people are trying to come in at this 50% trace level or lower to then get in at a good discount price. Still holding this fair value gap. If we go below that fair value gap, I'm just going to have to get out of the trade. I managed this very well for an entry outside the macro. We're up 250 bucks. I gotta let this trade play out. I really don't want to. I'd rather just take my money right now and be down $250 on the day, but this trade still has freaking momentum or potential. And still just basing it off of bullish fair value gap right here as support or resistance, whatever. Support. Now we're getting signs of bearishness. What's right there that we are respecting? Come on. Dude, this is tough. But all we have to do is close above right here. And we're going to end up somewhere in this range. As you can tell, we are fighting a lot right here. I don't want to move my stop just yet. I think I'm going to get out as soon as we hit there. Remove my stop right below it. And any candle right here, if we close above this previous candle, that's still a lot. That's still like really good signs of bullishness. And if we don't, that's going to be a big bear's signature. I keep trying to tell myself, don't even wave over this X because we still have so much support from this fair value gap. So if it hits, then it just hits, man. All right, we've got to close somewhere up here. Go up, go up, go up. It's the same thing from down here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've now got 7 touches on this bullish fair value gap. That is true support. But what's scary is that we did take out these. We did take out these previous highs, which is why we're having such an aggressive pullback. So really, right now, what's going through my head is, do I want to get out now and secure as much profits to take down? Nope. If we would have closed under that previous candle, I would have probably cut it. I don't know if I want to cut this trade, but there's still potential. There's still so much potential. It's like, do I want to cut it now for $200 or just take the $150 win, a small, very small win? I'd rather just see how it plays out. We're just very bearish right now. It's going to get stopped. If we go up and we close above this wick, dude, we are fighting right now. If we can close above this wick. Holy shooties. If we were to close above, oh my gosh, dude, that would have been big.
Order filled.
Look at that. Dude, shit. Oh, I thought that second trade was really good. Watch, it'll go up now. Well, well, well. Alright, I'm gonna switch to my other monitor. To where we could get some bar replay going. Alright. There we go. Alright, so today I'm gonna go through the whole thing. It's just weird. Dude, it is weird trading these inside days like this. It really is. Those are the days where you're gonna get chopped, like my first trade did. So coming into today, I was wanting for us to purge Friday's high to then go up to that previous Tuesday's high as well. All right, so now I'm just gonna bust it down to the 1 hour. And I was just kind of getting in my draws on liquidity. Those were the areas I was wanting to get hit. All right, I think we're ready. So, seeing what price action was doing, we came up, created a high, came down, and then we took out that previous high, which was giving me signs of bearishness. And then we have some strong candles following up on it. Then we have this candle right here. And since I was trading on a 30-second chart, I was able to break this candle in half, and I entered right there. And I'm targeting. See, that's really where I messed up, guys. Is in a day like this with ICT daily bias, since we closed inside of the range on the daily, that is when you go internal to internal. So see what I mean by that is, see how we have these stack lows right here? That is internal. I'm referring to external and external. Okay. So it would have been better for me to 1, 2, 3. And also, that's more internal range liquidity. Right there, that low. Really it's greed, but really it's not, because it is valid to say, no, I think price is about to take out these lows, then act up. But instead, we didn't get that. All we did was take out this internal range. So it would have been smart of me to go break even right here after we purge this low, because it is a low probable day to target external range liquidity. It is high probable to go internal to internal instead of external to external. So that is why I lost. And you know what, man? I know exactly why I lost. I learned from it. I can identify it. So hey man, it's however you take a loss in trading. For me, it's like a win is a win, and even if you lose, I take that as a win. A lose for me is a win, because if I'm able to learn from it and identify it, bro, that's a win. That's a win for knowledge. It might not be a physical money win, but that's still a knowledgeable. That's a win for knowledge. That's how you have to look at it. Or these charts are going to eat you alive. Um, so then I say, okay, that is a full on loss with good risk management, and I say that because even if I would have taken the non-conservative, or no, even if I would have taken the conservative stop loss and put it right here above this previous high, it would have still gotten hit right there. So it was somewhere like right there. So now I'm just seeing whatever. So now that's whenever I pointed out this fair value gap. Blah blah blah. Pointed out this fair value gap for signs of bullishness. We stayed mostly in the 50% and above. And I said, okay, it makes sense for me to take a trade as soon as we close above the range, because this is enough support to build a valid bias. So what happens? We get the pullback. Now we get another fair value gap to show more bullish support. And I had a 15-second fair value gap up, not a 1 minute, but this is relatively close. So as soon as we raid this wick high, I'm saying, okay. And then we ended up closing, and then that's where I went break even. Was 10:36. 10:36. So yeah, I still that's whenever I took a trade outside of the macro, I took safety precautions by trailing my stop. Whenever I trailed my stop, that made me take a negative $395 day, or I turned a negative $500 day into a negative $395 day. That's how I look at it. That's how I like to look at things from that perspective. So now I'm going to switch you over to my second monitor. All right. So now from here, it's almost like we came back down to respect this, to respect some type of, dang, man. We came down to respect either there's, and somewhere in here, there's a smaller fair value gap or order block. I just can't identify it on the 30-second chart. Or really, I'm just choosing not to. And so as soon as all these all these sellers came in, and what we did was we came below the range and then we closed above the range. That right there possibly could have been an entry, but because we're still respecting signs of bullish order block, this right here is not getting taken out in my trading time. And so then, as soon as we close above this range right here, my draw on liquidity range, that's whenever we proceed further. And it's almost like I could see this move from back here, but I did not want to risk turning a negative $500 day into a negative $750 day, because then that would be, I would have to take precautions on that. So I'm not mad. I turned a negative $500 day into a negative $395 day. So yeah, that's going to be the trading session for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.